I hope that it is not necessary to say that who am I. Okay, but I am knowledge giver Sujit Kumar Dubey. And today's topic is digestive gland. And the digestive gland, first gland is salivary gland, and salivary gland is three pairs. Okay, three pairs. And in the salivary gland, first gland is parotid gland, that is one pair, and largest gland, largest salivary gland, not largest gland. Largest gland is liver, not parotid gland. Parotid gland is largest salivary gland. Okay, and parotid gland, it is present in, this means its location is cheek wall, in cheek wall below pinna, and pinna is a part of ear. Okay, and from the parotid gland related ducts is extensions duct, open at upper vestibule. Okay, and second gland is some maxillary or some mandibular gland, that is also one pair. Okay, from this some maxillary, some mandibular gland, its location, this means some maxillary and some mandibular gland is present below lower jaw, and it's from this some maxillary, some mandibular gland. From this related ducts is Watson ducts, open at lower incisor, and incisor is a part of teeth. Third gland is sublingual gland, that is also one pair, and it is a smallest salivary gland. Okay, and its location is below tongue, because lingua means tongue, or sub means below. This means below tongue, its location below tongue, and from the sublingual gland, its related duct is Rividian duct, that is open below tongue. Okay, okay. Up next is what is the product of salivary gland. The product of salivary gland is saliva. Now we'll start to study about the saliva. Okay. So now about the product of salivary gland, that is saliva. Saliva pH is 6.8, and the product of salivary gland produces saliva. Okay, this means कि saliva is the product of salivary gland, and in saliva is 1 to 1.5 liter per day. This means कि salivary gland produce saliva 1 to 1.5 liter per day. Okay, and its saliva composition is water, inorganic salt, mucus, antimicrobial agents, and digestive enzymes. Antimicrobial agents is lysozyme, lactoferrin, thiocyanate. Lysozyme, lactoferrin, thiocyanate is antimicrobial agents, and digestive enzyme is salivary amylase, that is also called ptyalin, and secondly lingual lipase. Okay, this is the composition of saliva. Okay, and one term is present in the saliva is epitylism. Epitylism is in the epitylism, poor secretion of saliva increases risk of dental caries. In the epithelium, poor secretion of saliva increases risk of dental caries, and causes of dental caries is bacterial infection. Bacterial release acid that erode enamel, which is the hardest part of our body. Okay, and that acid erode enamel and mad dentine exposed. Okay, and its dental caries symptoms is pain, cavity formation, sensation in teeth, pus formation, etc. This means कि if we happens dental caries, this region is poor secretion of saliva from the salivary gland. Okay. Final matter is salivary gland is three pairs. Okay, and second digestive gland is gastric gland, and gastric gland's product is gastric juice. So now we will study about the gastric gland that is present in stomach, because gastric means stomach, or gastric gland, this means stomach gland, and gastric gland in the stomach, present in the stomach, and gastric gland produce gastric juice. Okay, now is second digestive system, that is gastric gland. Gastric gland, this means ki stomach gland, because gastric means stomach and gland means secretion. And you know good way that stomach is divided into three parts: fundic, cardiac and pyloric. And in the previous classes I have told you that gastric gland is mainly present in fundic part of stomach. So now see that gastric gland mainly present in fundic part of stomach. And more to more gastric gland, so gastric juice, this means enzyme that is present in fundic part of stomach. Cells of gastric gland, first is the chip cells, is also called zymogen cells. Chip cells or zymogen cells, its product is chip cells and zymogen cells product is digestive enzyme. Digestive enzyme, that is pepsinogen, prorenin and gastric lipase. Okay, and second is oxygenating cells or parietal cells. Its product is HCl and Castor's intrinsic factors. Okay, and third cells is goblet cells, that is also called mucous neck cells. Its product is mucus. And fourth cells is Argentapian cells, that is also called endocrine cells. And you know good way that of the endocrine cells, its product will happen hormones. Okay, this means Argentapian cells, this is endocrine cells. Argentapian cells product is, Argentapian cells is also divided into three types. One is G cells. G cells means gamma cells. Second is D cells, this means delta cells. And third is EC cells, means endocrine cells. Okay, and G cells, its product is gastrin, and gastrin present gastric juice secretion. Okay, delta cells product is somatostatin, and in the somatostatin absent gastric juice secretion. Enteroendocrine cells is also divided into histamine, serotonin and motilin. Histamine present gastric juice secretion, serotonin in the serotonin absent gastric juice, in the serotonin absent gastric juice secretion, and motilin brings churning movement in stomach. That is, motilin it brings churning movement in stomach. Okay, so now we will see the function of HCl. Okay, that is product of HCl is the product of oxygenating cells, that is also of parietal cells. Oxygenating cells and parietal cells, its product is HCl and castor synthesis factor. And what is the function of HCl? Now we will see. So now function of HCl. Function of HCl is HCl lose hard food and kill germs, bring acidic medium in stomach, essential fraction of pepsin. Okay, this means कि HCl lose hard food, which we take food that is hard food, and that food is rich in the stomach, and in the stomach HCl and enzyme is present, and that HCl, that hard food lose, HCl lose hard food. Okay, and it also kill germs which is present in the hard food, which we take food that is a hard food, and that hard food HCl lose and also kill germs of that hard food which we take. Okay, and bring acidic medium in stomach. This means if acidic medium is present in the stomach, that is due to HCl, and that is HCl is also essential for action of pepsin. Okay, because pepsin is present in the inactive form, and for its active of pepsin, HCl is necessary. Okay, activate pepsinogen in pepsin. HCl activate pepsinogen that is inactive form. Pepsinogen is inactive form, and it's changed and into pepsin, and pepsin is the active form. Okay? Inactive salivary amylase. HCl is inactivate salivary amylase, and salivary amylase is also called thyme. Helps in absorption of iron by reducing ferric ion occur into ferrous ion. HCl helps in absorption of iron, and you know good way that iron is absorbed only into ferrous ion form. Iron can be absorbed only into ferrous ion form. This question has asked into 2017 of NET exam. So that's the very necessary for the medical student. Okay, this point is also very necessary. Iron can be absorbed only in ferrous ion form. Okay, HCl decreases. That term is called achlorhydria. Achlorhydria, and HCl decreases. This means iron absorption is also decreases, because HCl convert ferric ion of food, this means iron, ferric ion of iron into ferrous ion, and iron absorbs only into ferrous ion. If ferric ion of iron is not converted into ferrous ion, then how will that absorb? So ACl decreases. This means कि iron absorption is also decreases, and if iron absorption is decreases, then microcystic anemia will happen. If iron absorption is decreases, this means कि iron amount is increases in our body, and if iron quantity is increases in our body, this means microcystic anemia will happen. Okay, you know good way that anything is very necessary in the limited. If you cross the limit, then that is not good for your health and also for you anything. So iron absorption decreases. This means iron amount increases in the body and happen microcystic anemia. Okay. Oxygenating cell and parietal cells secrete HCl and Castor's intrinsic factor. So now we have seen the function of HCl, and second is Castor's intrinsic factor. Okay, Castor's intrinsic factor helps in absorption of Castor's intrinsic factors helps in absorption of vitamin B12, and Castor's intrinsic factor decreases to vitamin B12 absorption decreases. Castor's intrinsic factor decreases. This means कि vitamin B12 absorption is also decreases. This means कि vitamin B12 quantity is increases in our body, and if the vitamin B12 is increases in our body, then pernicious anemia will happen. Okay, ठीक है. अब देखो, now we are studying the gastric gland. So what is the product of gastric gland? That is gastric juice. So now we will study about the gastric juice. Or I hope that you know good way that what is the pH of gastric juice. If you don't know, then no matter. Now I am telling, and its pH is 1 to 1.5. Okay, 1.5 to 2 is the pH of gastric gland. Okay, so now we have see the gastric gland.
Gastric juice.
अब देख बेटा, अब हम लोग गैस्ट्रिक जूस की बात करेंगे. दैट इज द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ गैस्ट्रिक ग्लैंड. Its pH is 1.5 to 2 in the adult, but in 0 to 6 months, its pH is 3.5 to 5. 3.5 to 5 between the age of 0 to 6 months is the pH of gastric juice, but in the adult, 1.5 to 2 is the pH of gastric juice. But why this will happen that in the adult 1.5 to 2 pH of gastric juice, but in the childhood 0 to 6 months, not in childhood is above 12 years old, but in the child you can say that in the baby 0 to 6 months of baby, that gastric juice pH is 3.5 to 5. Why this is the decreases in the adult? Due to HCl increases. After the 6 months of your birth, from the birth, after 6 months, you start the eating of food, and if you eat the food, then HCl secretion is started. Then pH of gastric juice as decreases in the presence of HCl. In the presence of gastric juice, pH of gastric juice decreases in the presence of HCl. Okay, so in the adult pH of gastric juice is from the 3.5 to 5 decreases to 1.5 to 2. Okay. अब बात करें what is the volume of gastric juice secretion per day. So 2 to 3 liter per day gastric juice secretion will happen. And its composition of gastric juice is water, inorganic salt, HCl plus CF plus digestive enzyme. That digestive enzyme is pepsinogen, prorenin, and gastric lipids. Okay. This is the complete knowledge about the digestive gland. And in the next classes, we will discuss the complete knowledge of liver. That is the largest gland of our body. That's weight is 1.6 kg. Okay. So wait up next class for the liver. Thank you.
चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना भूल गए, यानी जिंदगी में सफलता पाना भूल गए। जिंदगी में सफल होना है और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना है।